All right. Welcome back to HAZCAR. Points have just been finished for Martinsville. So that means we can get on with Joe Gibbs. Welcome to the Joe Gibbs 500. We are here at the Joe Gibbs International Raceway. This is the 7-mile oval. This is going to be the longest track on the schedule. Pit road speed of 70 miles per hour, pacing speed of 120 miles per hour. One pace lap due to the track's extreme size. As you can see, it's built like a bit of an egg, with the front stretch being the most sharp curve on the entire track. There's a tunnel on the western straight. Turns banked anywhere between 11 and 14 degrees. As you can see, the front stretch is banked 11 degrees. Turns banked 14 degrees, but the front stretch is technically a turn. You get the idea. This is the longest, this is the longest, fastest track we're going to have all year. Or all season. So, with that being said, William Byron lines up on the pole with just a couple days ago, Alex Bowman, our winner. Behind them, their teammate, Chase Elliott, and then Martin Truex by his side. Chastain in the final 100, Guy Larson. Reddick and Blaney, and then row 5, Buescher and Wallace make up the rest of the field. Now, we saw Corey Haim's performance. I know I keep talking about him, but Corey Haim, his performance in Martinsville shocked many, but this is where he gets put to a real test. Because Joe Gibbs is no joke. These cars are going to be pushing 200 miles per hour. Again, the fastest track on the schedule by far. Faster than Daytona, faster than Talladega, faster than Coca-Cola, faster than Atlanta, faster than the 8 Bowl, the race before the championship, faster than any of them. Because it's so big, so long. And, we actually couldn't afford to install any cameras in the tunnel, so there's going to be one camera at the end of the tunnel covering the entire length of it. These cars are fast enough to make it through there in a timely order, though. That's going to be on the Western Straight. As we can see, as those of you who might have checked the points already, as you may have seen, Tyler Reddick still holds the championship lead by a mile, by a country mile. He's like 40-something points ahead of second place. So yeah, the pace lap here is like 5 minutes long. So you best bet we're gonna be skipping them. So yeah.
Drivers, to your cars.
Also, I am coming off of a minor injury, but if you just hear me, like, take a moment and, like, catch my breath or whatever, I'm fine. So, yeah. Joe Gibbs should be interesting. William Byron, first pole of the season. That's always going to be good for him. yeah, as you can see, 6 minutes into the race session, and we're barely past one of the straightaways. As you can see, coming out of the tunnel, there's no cameras in there. But, of course, we've got the camera here at the end, and then obviously our start-finish camera. Who, where, which we will... And here we go. And the green flag is out in the Joe Gibbs Raceway. Joe Gibbs 500 underway. Wouldn't it be fitting that a Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota won the Joe Gibbs 500? I want to see something out of Martin Truex or even Corey Heim pick up his first win of the season here at this raceway. It's quite the big track. We may even see a caution on the first lap because of just how high pressure it is. And there goes Alex Bowman. No caution. Reddick on the bottom. Like I said, likely we're going to see a caution on the first lap. And there we go. Caution is out. Soon enough. We should see a yellow. No caution yet. No caution yet. That was a small crash. I guess that makes sense. Byron, Reddick, and Elliott taken out of contention, though, pretty much. As they come around, as you can see, we've got a lot of, seating areas, grandstands surrounding the track. This is a very expensive facility. It's got quite the aged surface. This isn't the first year it's ever been raced on. It's just this is the first year we're coming here. We're gonna see though, by some point we're gonna see a very big accident probably happen, as Martin Truex is on the inside with Corey Heim, his teammate, behind him. But Heim down to the inside as they go down the tunnel. They're 3 wide for the lead. Heim now to the lead, but there's Tyler Reddick's, or there's Martin Truex's now driver, Bubba Wallace, on the inside, and Kyle Busch way on the bottom. They're racing hard. They're racing hard here. This isn't a crown jewel event, but there are extra stage points on the table. 2 stages today. So stage 1 is worth double the points. And there's a caution! Big crash in turn 1. Or in turn 2, or wherever we are. Unbelievable. Bubba Wallace on his roof. The entire field stacks up. We'll take a look at that in just a moment, but we are still racing back to the line. That is still something we're doing here. So Anthony Alfredo on the inside of Keselowski and Busch. As they're going to race back to the line. I'm going to put the scoreboard away. Here they come. Down the backstretch. Into turn 3. Yeah, into turn 3. Down into the tunnel. There they are. Gregson looking to pass. Alfredo trying to block. Here they come. Alfredo's probably going to get it here. Yep, here comes Anthony Alfredo. And he's back to the line. He takes the control of the restart. A crazy first lap here out of 29 at the Joe Gibbs International Raceway. What happened? Let's go back. Let's go to Bubba Wallace. We actually managed to finish a lap under green. But what a crazy second lap that was. Let's look at our helicopter cam. Our aerial overhead coverage. I think, oh, there it is. The 19 came down into the 23. Turned Corey Heim. Brings out this huge crash. Nowhere to go on the racetrack. The brakes here aren't very strong. You're going pushing 200. You're not going to have the strongest brakes. And then Bubba Wallace just goes over after taking a hit. Look at Larson. Nasty hit from the 15. Bowman with a bad hit. Again, our Martinsville winner. Everyone we're rooting for is out of the race. So, let's review that wreck a bit more, because we've got time under caution. Like, Bubba Wallace, I'm sure I saw him go over somebody, right? Like, yeah, imagine you're the 22. Joey Logano. Right? You're just spinning, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, there's another car on top of it. Who else? I mean, you're Chase Briscoe. Okay, sideways, and he's upside down. How do I avoid him? And then I hit 48. Yeah, just a big crash in general, especially for Bubba Wallace. Bad day for the 23. Lands on his side until Jimmy Johnson comes in, out of nowhere, smacks him. Ross Chastain, completely out. I think that's pretty funny though, you're Bubba Wallace, and then out of nowhere, you don't even expect it. But here comes the 84! I think that's kind of funny. I'm gonna make some good stuff out of these replays. Here. But moving back, you can see pace speed, 120 miles per hour. It already looks like they're kind of like racing. You don't expect 120 miles per hour pace speeds. But here they come down pit road. They're going to have to slow down to a they're going to have to make screeching slow down to 70 miles per hour. Everyone's down pit road. Here they come, down to 70 miles per hour. A lot of damaged cars, but a lot of them still in. We can see only a few cars had to retire. Even the one car, I think, is still in it. But, the one car on pit road, hopefully for repairs. But I doubt it. William Byron makes it onto pit road. He made it out of that wreck okay. Carson Hocevar in third place currently off of pit road. Good stop for the 77 there for Spire Motorsports. I think we can see something good here today at the Joe Gibbs Raceway. Here's the entry list. Ignore me, because I'm not there. Other than me, there are 40 cars. 38 of which started the race, as we can see. Oh wait, no, everyone started. Okay, never mind. I'm a little slow. I thought 2 cars didn't start for some reason. But yeah, here we are. Everyone. See, the pace speed of 120 miles per hour means you have to push almost full speed to get back to the pace car, which is, quite frankly, not ideal. See Joey Logano. Pushing 170 miles per hour right now. You can see him now. He's trying to get back around in time. I don't know if he can, though. I don't know if he's pushing hard enough. We'll see, I guess. He could get one of those good old KFB restarts. Is he now under caution? Oh boy. What's going on here? Oh, they're just waiting for the pace car, I think. Yeah. They were waiting for the pace car. But, the pace lights are off. The lights on the pace car aren't active. I guess we're about to go green. Here we go. Wait. Yep, there we go. Green flag is out. That was interesting. An interesting restart. We'll see. But green flag back out. Some cars could not make it back around in time. End of stage 1, lap 15. There are only 2 stages! It's another caution. Caution comes back out. It's going to give some drivers another chance to catch up to the field. I think before I even look, what happened? Small accident here. Oh. 54 got hooked by the 62. Okay then. Brad Keselowski leading with Kyle Busch on by his side. Here they come. Into the tunnel. They're 3 wide once again. Busch out front now. I don't think Keselowski or anyone else can do anything about it. And coming back to the line. Busch is gonna get it this time. Well, not much to review there. Just gonna skip ahead a couple minutes. They're gonna come back down pit road. Now we're using the road course rule set today because this track is so long. We're using the road course rule set for what's it called? For how many laps of a caution we undergo, and there you go. The lights on the pace car already go out. See, everyone everyone trying to catch back up, but they're not pushing full speed because, well, that's dangerous. You can understand why, but also you want to make it back to the pace line in time, hopefully with no complications. Like a driver like Anthony Alfredo, who got stuck on pit road, or even Todd Gilliland, they're not making it back in time. So I think you just have to avoid getting in a wreck. Currently, Bell out front, Hocevar behind. Hopefully, there we go. They split off. They're double file. Hopefully we can see a more uniform, proper restart this time. Because, the previous restart was just not it. Now, with quite a few cars out of the race, nearly half the field, I think we should see a bit cleaner racing, to say the least. So, drivers no longer in the race. Todd Gilliland. We have Martin Truex Jr. out. Ryan Blaney out. Tyler Reddick out. Michael McDowell out. David Reagan out. Justin Haley out. Corey LaJoie out. Austin Cindric out. Larson, Wallace, Chastain, Preece, Herbst, and Johnson. Everyone's out. All those guys are out. There's Anthony Alfredo. Looking to come back, but he's just not going to make it. As our now downsized field comes back to the start-finish line to bring out what's hopefully the last caution of stage 1. And the last caution for incident of the day. Because honestly, I want to see some real racing. After the nightmare of Martinsville, I want to see some real good racing here at the Joe Gibbs Raceway. Next week's more interesting. Oh, and we've got another car around. Green flag still out. The 43, Eric Jones, around. If he can get it back rolling, no caution. And there is no caution. We stay green for a one-car incident. Next week, Richmond. Then after that, Charlotte, the Coca-Cola 600, and the Red Santa 405. So we stay green. Burton to the lead. Now, Carson Hocevar could actually really use a win here, since he is currently in the playoff bubble. A win would boost him up to, you know, the top of that, towards the top of the points, secure him into the playoffs a bit more, because Hocevar is, you know, a contender in the midfield, in the top of the midfield, back of the lead pack usually. So I'd like to see something good out of him. Here they come into the tunnel. Here they come. The cars looking down pit road. Hocevar to the lead. Here at the Joe Gibbs Raceway. Other cars looking down pit road. What's going on here? See, the drivers stayed off of pit road. They're not coming down. So that means Hocevar's to the lead, and you can see without all the draft, he's slower. Granted, we're up in a mountainous area. The drag's going to be a little less, so passing may be a bit harder because the leader has almost the same speed as those with the draft. Considering the engines can't really push themselves that much higher than what they're already doing. But that's just interesting, seeing drivers coming down pit road, middle of the stage. Maybe they just need fuel or tires. And going this fast, tires become a quick concern. But I think they're just on pit road. Didn't see this in testing, but they're just stuck on pit road. Everyone. No one really. There we go. HAZCAR finally comes out of his pit stall. Is he going to be the first out, really? Oh, well, he was in pit road for repairs. There's Stenhouse off of his pit stall. Burton, Gregson, Bush. Finally, everyone out of their pit stalls. But I believe they're already all a lap down. So, look at them. They're all a lap down now. I don't know why their pit stops took so long. Hocevar still in the lead. Bell on behind. Gonna have a lot of lapped cars now. They're gonna be up to speed with the leaders. They're just not gonna be on the lead lap until these lead cars pit under green. Which they're probably not. I don't know why everyone pitted under green, why it took so long. But unfortunately, it looks like we've got a butt ton of lapped traffic now. Carson Hocevar, you're the leader. You've got open air in front of him other than lapped traffic, which he can use to his advantage. He's going to draft off of them to give himself an advantage over everyone else. He's going to use them to try to get himself further up. No idea. Again, the pit strategy didn't make sense to me. Could have gone for a couple extra laps to the end of the stage, but I digress. Busher to the outside, making a move on Bell. But it didn't work. Bell's still in second. I think without a big pack, this track really stagnates. Here they go. Here's Busher now on the inside of Bell. Looking to capitalize. On the grip that's found on the bottom of the racetrack. It's a small difference, but the difference is there. As you can see, he is gaining on Bell. Busher's the slightly faster car in this situation. Side view here. There's the 7 pushing the 20 though. There's Corey LaJoy. Hocevar's teammate. Hocevar on 36. So goes Bell. And Hocevar's got this stage at the very least in the bag. So it's going to be 20 points to Hocevar. 18 for second. 18 to Bell. 16 to Busher, 14 to Smith, 12 to AJ Allmendinger, 10 William Byron, 8 Josh Berry, and so on. Oh, did they already pass? They did. Oh boy. And so on. Alright. 6 to the 9, 4 to the 14, and 2 to the 42. If the stage ends where they're at right now. Which it probably will. It probably will. That's Kyle Busch. That's not Carson Hocevar. There he is. Especially now. Bell. The only shot. Catching Hocevar. And, looks like he could do it. He got draft. He's definitely the tiniest bit faster than 77. He's got a couple laps to do it. And we're traveling over a 7-mile lap. It's definitely possible. I mean, it says they're going the same speed. Realistically, Bell is faster. I mean, he's already close. Look at that. So we're going to stay on the 20s hook cam. See how big this track is, how colossal it is, how insane it looks to the drivers. Right. Like as a spectator, it's one thing, but when you're driving through it, it looks even more colossal than it does. It's massive. One grandstand. That's like an entire front stretch. That's the Daytona front stretch. No, that's for one corner. It's the tunnel. You have no idea what to expect. Not only will it get louder, but it's just more dangerous. If you lose the car, you get spun. That's it. You're in the wall. Very hard to the point of the draft is very weak. This high up. Hard to pass. 20 now. Actually slower than Hocevar. We're gonna keep an eye on him though. He is closer. By almost a full 1/10 of a second compared to last lap. So he's gaining more than he's losing. So realistically, by the end of the stage, we could see even a photo finish between these two for the stage win. Hocevar trying to shake him. He stays in line with the 77. Now to the inside. It's unfortunate to see such a big wreck early on. But that's just the product you get with this racetrack. I mean, first time we've come here, drivers aren't even used to it. They didn't get much practice time, much testing. They got adequate testing, but it wasn't enough probably for them to properly get used to the racing at this track. There's Zane Smith on the bottom of Christopher Bell. Zane with damage, but I don't think he cares. Buescher has fallen behind. Look at Kyle Busch. So they're going to be side by side as they come to the line. Look at them. Those two. Forget Hocevar for a moment. Look how close Hocevar's teammate is to taking second place from the 20. The scoreboard, they're separated by just 0.02 of a second. Very minimal separation between the two. But Smith is inevitably going to get past on the inside. Now just 2 to go in stage 1. Hocevar has it on lock. Hopefully we can see a tighter field come stage 2 without everybody pitting or crashing. Only time will tell. Sorry, yeah. Only time will tell how long the 77 can keep up this domination of the 7-mile monster. 7-mile Goliath. They're coming to turn 3. Into the tunnel. Here's Kyle Busch. But here's the main deal. Hocevar's got it down into turn 4. Into turn 4. And then coming onto the front stretch, onto the tri-oval. Yes, this does technically count as a tri-oval racetrack. Just 1 to go left in stage 1. Now the 71 ahead of the 20. Hocevar has it on lock. Nobody can challenge the 77 for Spire Motorsports here. That 3-car tango. For the stage win at Joe Gibbs Raceway. Now the 71 all the way ahead. He's clear of the 20. So it's going to be Spire 1-2 in stage 1 should the 71 be able to defend properly. It's going to have huge championship implications this race. Is it good to have so many super speedway races in a season? I mean, if I go and count really quickly before they make it to the tunnel, there are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 super speedway races this season. Is it healthy for the championship? Probably not. But it does usually make for some good racing, especially in the lower series, because I'm sure in the top series, I mean, we've seen stuff like this where the cars pit questionably. There's Austin Dillon. But here we go. Onto the Western straightaway. Hocevar leads his teammate and Christopher Bell onto turn 4. And here they come. Bell looks to the outside, trying to get past the 71. But it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it for second place in the stage. And coming onto the front stretch, into the tri-oval, Carson Hocevar for Spire Motorsports is going to win stage 1 in the Joe Gibbs 500. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's the caution? Huh. Looks like a caution was failed to be thrown. Gonna have to go with some manual override, since the positions will probably remain unchanged. Caution's out. The caution flag is out as they go around Austin Dillon. So this is going to be for real, 1 to go on the stage. Don't know what happened. Pace car waiting to come off of pit road. Don't know why the caution didn't come out. But as for our top 10, where the points really matter, nothing remains changed. Nothing. Everything remains unchanged. So really, it doesn't matter that we threw a caution a lap later. Mm, 29 lap race, yeah, you see 29 laps, you think it was going to be easy. This is the longest laps all year. Again, 7 miles. Just, it's ridiculous. I also think it's ridiculous no caution was thrown. I don't know what the officials are doing, but looks like they just fell asleep in the officiating booth. Which, to a degree, I understand. But for real this time, here comes Carson Hocevar with his teammate and the 20 for Joe Gibbs Racing. He's going to win stage 1 for real this time. As the pace car comes off of pit road and they slow down to a measly 120 miles per hour. This is going to change things because this is going to bunch the field back up. Fifth place, AJ Allmendinger. Sixth place, William Byron. Seventh, Elliott. 8th, Barry. 9th, Jones. 10th, Briscoe. 11th, Nemechek. 12th, Alfredo. 13th, Logano. Bush 14th, Gregson 15th. Where's P16? Burton 16th. Kozlowski 17th. Dillon 18th. Suarez 19th. See? They're still trying to get back around. Some cars may not make it back to the pacing line in time. Remember, pit road open this time. Who's gonna come down? There's Alex Bowman, John Nemechek, Anthony Alfredo, and then Joey Logano and company, who are still pushing as hard as they can to get back to the pacing line. Who, when they're going only a little slower than what would normally be lapped traffic at any other super speedway, you're bound to struggle. So it makes sense. Pit road should be open this time. Here we go. Pit road is now open. As we see cars coming down. Some stay out. And so to the lead will go AJ Allmendinger. Or no, Zane Smith, who stayed out. Didn't follow his teammate down pit road. Then Allmendinger, then Byron, Jones, and then 5th, Busher. Well, now Bell, but Busher. So Bell, Busher, Hocevar, Barry, Elliott, Briscoe. Then's Nemechek. Then's Alfredo, who's just now coming down pit road, along with everyone else. A 120 miles per hour pacing limit isn't exactly ideal. It's just what needs to be done. It was decided by the sanctioning body. There's nothing we can do about it. As the pace car lights are already off. Again, we're going green this time. Road course rules. There we go. They go here, so. Whoa. Huge send by Noah Gregson. Now Anthony Alfredo and then Joey Logano Bowman and other guys, they're still on pit road. Their pit stops are taking ages. Especially Alex Bowman. Who, is he stuck? Oh no, don't tell me. I think they're stuck on pit road. This might be a Bermuda situation. Thankfully, we shouldn't see an overtime, so that shouldn't be too much of a concern going into the green flag here. There's Keselowski. Pushing really fast. They're in fourth gear, pacing in fourth gear. The same gear you're racing is ridiculous. But I mean, you look at their RPMs and it makes sense. So, hopefully the field stays a bit more bunched up now. With all these decently well-paced cars. I'm not saying these cars don't have pace, especially Hocevar's in 9th, so. And Bell's in 8th. I mean, there's very much a chance to see some good racing here. Coming to the line, the green flag is out at the Joe Gibbs Raceway. Stage 2, final stage of the race. Race end, underway. Here we go. This is what we want to see. Pack racing. Come on. Please don't crash. Bring it on. Byron and Hocevar working together. Bell into the 43 and 16 is around. Caution is out. Oh no, and Hocevar, the 9, Chase Elliott on his roof. Coming at 10 to go. It's just 11 to go. That's a caution. And that just means they're double file now. Josh Berry to the outside. A very small field here at the Joe Gibbs Raceway. There's the pace car. Where's the field? Where's the field? Why are we all the way back here? Why are we distancing ourselves from the pace car? Whatever. Don't even care. Smith and Barry. Now with an even smaller competitive field for the green flag. Hopefully for the last time today. Just 8 laps to go, or 9 laps to go. 8 or 9 laps to go. I think it's 8. 8 laps to go. Some decent pack racing. We had a lot of slow cars in the way, but who's still in it? Corey Heim is still in it. Oh my god, I didn't think he'd still be in this after that first crash. But he's still in it. Hocevar now with damage. Couldn't pull off the win. If Zane Smith can get his second win of the season, I will be very impressed with the 71 team. Of course, he's got competition from Buescher and other cars, but also Buescher. Mainly, Buescher's his main competition right now. And he's got more speed, unfortunately. So, look at the cam. Yeah, look. Smith with less downforce is going to be a little slower in the corners. Giving Buescher a chance to come to the outside. Jones to the inside. They're almost 3 wide. Jones to the lead. I want to see a Buescher win, though. Again, he's a real championship contender. He could do with a win. There's Corey Heim in 5th. Here's the rest of the field. The slower cars were involved in that wreck. Bad stuff for them, but better stuff for the rest of the field. There's Bowman finally off of pit road. Jesus, look at Eric Jones's lead. We see the 17's trying to catch, but 71's in his way, and he's not helping. Although Buescher's faster, keeps trying to go for an outside overtake, which is not what you want to do at this racetrack. He's going to the outside. He needs to be going to the bottom. Not much use for Buescher. He's trying to go to the wrong part of the racetrack. You see Alex Bowman in the distance, though. He's maybe can't pop a shake up. And we need Buescher to the bottom. Now go 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 to the bottom. Yes. Now Buescher to the bottom. Finally. He's side by side with Zane Smith. Alex Bowman in the distance. They're going very slow. Again, Corey Heim, 5th place, putting up a wonderful performance, except he's not. He's in 14th. He's lapped traffic. Didn't expect that. Didn't realize that. That's my point. Wasn't looking at the scoreboard. But look at that. 25 cars. No. Something like 25 cars to retire from the race. Now who's faster? Buescher or Jones? It's still Buescher. Buescher's... No, it's still Jones. Jones is faster. Buescher is going to have the draft under 43. We can still see a good race to the finish here. Joliet. Oh, that's in a long time. It's been like 18th race of the season. This is 9th or 10th race of the season. Jesus, okay. Now, you might think, oh, there's no way we're going to win. There's still 28 miles to go. 28 miles, I think you can pass. No. You already have a game on them. We'll have live delta. There's a scoring loop to start finish line. Oh, but Zane Smith's catching him. Zane Smith. The whole party. All the front stretch. But possibly the sharpest corner on the racetrack. Smith is going to go down the inside. But they're both looking to catch Eric Jones. That's the main goal. They both did gain time, technically. Jones, slow. Smith, not so. Stenhouse there is also left traffic. Remember, Byron, Bell, and Barry are way back here. And then's the 16, 42, the 62, the 22. So... they need to work together. They need to stop trying to pass one another. They want to catch the 43. They work together. They want to try to make a pass and see if right now Jones is just sending them. Now coming about 5 to go. Wait, no, there already is 5 to go. Coming about 4 to go. They're not really working together. See, now the 17th and over 71. Slow both of them down. And they're so close to reaching the 52. Now, the 43 is faster. Because they're fighting for points. This is really extra points. Extra points bonuses aren't applying. Standard extra points aren't applying. This has a special, its own points structure. If you keep this up, you're not going to gain much. 71. Absolutely fine. We're hearing about a caution. Caution's out for potential debris on track with all the lapped traffic and damaged cars, so we're gonna race it back. Jones around the 10. Smith on the inside. They're gonna fight for the lead. All the way to the line, coming to the caution flag. How much is it gonna matter? Probably not very. Jones, still with the advantage. He's gonna take control of the restart. We're gonna have an overtime. We're going to see a restart. As they come down into the tunnel, they're double file. All lined up neatly. Smith on the inside, Jones out. Don't know where Busher went. He's behind Bell. Probably on pit road. Like I said, we're skipping caution laps, so I don't know what's happening. But, yeah. We're double file. Bowman and Gregson on back. As their full throttle speed is already pace car speed, pretty much. Here they come. To the green flag. We're going into overtime in the Joe Gibbs Raceway. Green flag back out for hopefully just 2 more laps. Smith on the bottom, but Jones with a great restart. Zane Smith looking for his second win. Jones his first. There's a... Oh! And they wreck. Caution comes back out. We're going into another overtime. Zane Smith and Eric Jones. Smith can't do anything about the lack of powerful draft at this racetrack. Zane's just struggling to keep up. Caution out as they're going to race back to the line. And it's still these 3 for the lead. Into the tunnel. Bursher to the inside of Zane Smith. But it doesn't really matter. Eric Jones will once again control the restart. Gonna lead under caution. It's just, it's like, man. This is just a tragic race at this point. Like, this feels worse than Daytona felt. And Daytona was really bad. As cars are gonna pit as Zane Smith down pit road. Or double file. Busher on the outside, Jones on the bottom. Jones is in the lead. This is going to be a 2-car tango at this point. Let's see now. Eric Jones, Legacy Motor Club, had a huge and RFK. Both had obscenely large penalties following Texas Motor Speedway. So this is gonna whoever wins, it's gonna be a big boost for either team. But I think Buescher can get it done if he just nails this restart. Green flag. Back out. Buescher with the speed. Jones with the preferred line. They're side by side. But I think, yeah, Jones is still going to take the lead. Buescher's going to have to settle in behind him for these 2 laps. You can see all those tire marks from all those cautions we've had. Look how close this is, though. He's slower than Jones. They're still getting up to speed. But in the corner, I think Buescher can make up the speed. I think we could see a very close race to the line. It's just Buescher, again, struggling with the lack of draft, with the lack of gainable speed. Jones somehow still faster without the draft. Fastest lap today, Kelvin Noah Gregson. But it's just Buescher doesn't have the speed. He does not have the speed to catch Eric Jones. Oh, but look at Jones now, slowing. No, Buescher, no, go to the bottom, go to the bottom, go to the bottom, go to the bottom. No! No! Come on. Around the outside, it might work. Oh, the 43's slowing. The 43's out of gas. He has to pit. I can't believe this. He needs to pit. He's out of gas. I don't believe my eyes. 1 to go here at Joe Gibbs. Buescher at this point just trying to coast. Not trying to push. He's slowing. Maybe the 16 or the 20 can pull out a win. Busch looks like he's out front, but he's actually a lap down. So, we're gonna have to see. Buescher now using the draft from the 8 to his advantage. I think the only one, if the 17's running out of gas, if he runs out of gas, the only person who can catch him, it's gonna be AJ Allmendinger, Christopher Bell. And on the back stretch now, on the back straightaway, he is sending it, drafting off of Busch. They share a similar last name. Why not work together? And yeah, looks like he's finally gonna put it together. Coming onto the eastern straight, Chris Buescher not showing any signs of slowing. Or on the western straight, sorry, not the eastern straight, the western straight. Yeah, No signs of slowing from the 17. Yep. He's going to do it. He's locked it up. And the 17 saves just enough fuel. He's going to follow the lapped car of Kyle Busch. And Chris Buescher, for RFK Racing, wins the Joe Gibbs 500. What an eventful race. That was good. Better than Martinsville, sure. Was it the best? Probably not. We'll probably see better in Richmond, hopefully. Which is like Martinsville, but there should hopefully not be a billion cautions. So we'll see. Anyways, thank you for tuning into HAZCAR. We'll see you later.